Hello Sagittarius and welcome to my channel GreenLion Goddess Tarot. Let's see what is coming in. This is your monthly reading for July. So we're moving from Cancer season into Leo season, your fellow fire sign, which should be a nice energy. So we've got Five of Shells, Hope and Readjustment, the Page of Feathers, Exploration and Discovery, and the Hanged Man, Patience and Perspective. And this is where there could be frustrations around this for you, Sagittarius, with Saturn going retrograde in Pisces, and this could mean that things are going slower than what you had hoped for. But at the same time, it's like you're being very strongly guided and directed. It's just that some things might not work out. And if they're not working out, then it's like you're getting the message and coming up with a new idea. There's something new to discover. There's a new direction. There's a new solution. And it just requires this sense of, I feel like the energies are all weaving themselves together into an aligned path and direction for you. And it might not necessarily be the one that you're thinking of at this moment in time. It might be like, I want to go and do this over here. And it sort of is aligning you and saying, this is what we want you to dedicate yourself to, this path. This is where I want you to put your energy and your time. And it may be you want to, the only issue may be if you want to put it somewhere else, because I really feel this very strongly like you're going to be brought back into alignment with what the universe wants you to actually be working on at this moment in time. It just might not be what you are thinking. So, but the solutions are coming. And that's the thing, is if something just is disappointing or doesn't work out for whatever reason, there's, it's like that, these are the little pointers that are going not that way, this way. And so you're getting very clear arrow this way, this is the right way. And so it's just going to take a little bit of time, but it's still, I like the little raccoon there, exploration and discovery. You're still exploring a whole heap of new things. You're just readjusting your course as you go, and the light is turning on. You're restoring hope. Okay, that didn't work. I'm going to try something new. And it's just this sense of almost testing it out, testing it all out in some way, shape or form. So let's see what's shifting and changing for you, Sagittarius. Let's see what is shifting and changing. A lot is coming out here. Okay, so we have Sword Prince, Gemini Chariot. Again, this is the Page of Feathers, which is the Page of Swords. And we have one date, Jupiter Sagittarius. Lovely. So we've got Gemini Chariot and Jupiter Sagittarius. So again, it feels like very much there's an expansion of what it is that you're learning, expansion of your mind, expansion of the people, expansion of the ideas you want to put out there. Perhaps there's a greater reach to be had for something that you are teaching or exploring here. And so we've got Pentacle, Ace, Earth, and it feels very much like, yes, there is something very tangible here that you're working on, but it's like it's like you've got the bigger picture and the details all at the same time. It's all in its beginning phases. It's taking a while for this to take form. It's slowly taking shape in your world. You're like, can it just hurry up a little bit? But it's working at its own pace at the time that it needs. And what it's really saying is it needs time to marinate. This Ace of Pentacles needs time to marinate is the word. Because it kind of just needs to be what it needs to be. It needs extra time and care, so it doesn't want to be rushed. Whatever this Ace of Pentacles, so it could be something new around your work, some kind of new offering, something new around a relationship, a new direction when it comes to your home and living situation or your house. It could also be a new direction with your health, but it needs time to expand into what it needs to expand into. And so it's like we don't want to rush it and push it. That's kind of the message. Patience is the key. Even though you're exploring new things, it's like you can't push the butterfly out of the cocoon until it's ready. And so that's what it really feels like. Something needs a little bit of marinating time. And yeah, so let's see what else is happening here for you, Sagittarius. Let's see. So I just wanted to let you know that this reading is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon and Rising. Always recommend to watch all three of your placements if you know where they are, because it always gives you the more holistic view of what's going on for you. And this is a general reading, Sagittarius. Just take what feels right, leave the rest. And if it does really resonate, you like to explore it further and get some more messages, there is an extended reading and the link for that is in the description box below. The Five of Wands. Yeah, I feel like you're trying to push something forward and it really wants to be completed. It wants to be getting ready, and it's all about the timing, I would say, with this. Let's make some room for the final cards coming out here for you, Sagittarius. So some things are moving forward and some things aren't. Yeah, again, the Chariot card. Woo, but there is success at the end of the tunnel, validation, success. But there's a lot of like, oh, I'm a little bit conflicted here about which path or how to move forward, or yes. So the situation is the Eight of Wands, which is where you're focusing your time, effort and energy. This is the Eight of Wands, and very clear focus. But it is crossed by the Queen of Wands, which is the Queen of Fire, which is like, that might be you. Like, I'm blocking it because I want to focus on something different. Perhaps I'm pushing something forward that isn't what the universe is saying I need to push forward at this moment. So again, it's in your conscious mind, we've got the Two of Pentacles, and it does feel like there's a bit of a balancing act of energies of moving forward. We do have that Ace of Pentacles here, which is the new opportunity or the new thing that you are nurturing and the new cycle you're wanting to bring into your life at this moment around the element of Earth. But it's like the Two of Pentacles is, how do I get it to the next stage? How do I take those next steps? How do I make that, what's the next plan for this? And so it's like a little bit of a juggling, like you want to try and in your conscious mind, it's like this, right? How do I make this happen? How do I get this ball rolling in some way? And it feels like there's a bit of a struggle just getting it from that initial ace, which is the activation, to the next phase. So at the base, we've got the Five of Wands, which is that this is the card of challenges. Absolutely. You're challenging yourself to grow here. But at the same time, you're blocking yourself. So it's like, I really want to be doing this. I want to be expanding into this space. I want to be trying this out. I want to create this in my world. I want to see some kind of tangible result here. But there's a part of you that's blocking you, that doesn't want to do it. So it's almost like you're fighting with yourself, but at the same time, you challenging to grow, or being challenged to grow. In the recent past, we've got this Page of Swords, which is the Page of Feathers, exploration and discovery. So it's like, yeah, mentally you've been going down some paths of learning and discovering and teaching even, and just discovering some new messages or some new things coming in for your mind. Maybe it's like you've been, it's like just having an open and curious mind. There's been some things, new information coming in is what I'm getting. And new information coming through for you, which could be happening really fast. So it's like I've got lots and lots of ideas or downloads happening really, really quickly. And then I can't actually, inside my mind, in the element of air, and then when the element of earth, it's like, why is it so slow to move forward? So why is this being so slow to build and grow? In the near future, we've got the Ten of Swords. So it actually is saying that one of the things that is blocking you is a belief system that is coming in. And it's saying the Ten of Swords is about letting go of some kind of old idea or expectation, and to release that, surrender to the energy. Mentally let that go, open up to the new dawn, the new possibilities that you are now starting to see with this gift of time that's coming in, with the sense that this is marinating. Where you originally, you were getting all excited, I've got so many ideas for this, and then it just hasn't, it kind of just needs to land where it needs to land. And it's almost like part of that is a culling process of, okay, that was one of my ideas, but I'm letting that go now because that isn't actually the right direction. And it's kind of interesting because I feel like there's almost like a surrendering to the process, surrendering and just mentally going, right, I'm done with that now, with that whole idea, that concept, that belief system. It's completed, it's finished, and I need to move forward. So this could also be a completion of, if you're doing something like writing something or creating something like that, like it's almost like it's they're just saying it's the final formation of an idea. So whether this is also like, I finally finished something that I was working on that was very much the element of air, like writing, communication, teaching, learning. That's really good. But it also is like if you had an idea that wasn't right, it's letting that go as well. So there's just something inside your mind that is creating space now for the new. Because here you are, the Queen of Swords, getting really, really clear about what's going on inside your mind. It's what you want to say yes to, how you want to clearly communicate that. And this Queen of Swords is not afraid to speak up for herself. Okay, what I'm getting with this actually is, and that's part of this reading, is it's like how I would normally interpret the cards. They're kind of saying give it some time, because there's something different here, that it means something different, and you will understand it as something different. So it's almost like that's why we need the time that they kept saying, time for something to marinate, because something that felt like it was constricting your freedom is actually something that is creating freedom. And it's almost like creating a mindset shift here. There's like a massive mindset shift about your understanding of a situation where you're finally surrendering to it and going, okay, I'm letting that go, that idea go, or that belief go, because I'm understanding that this is actually bringing me freedom. I just couldn't see it at first. So interestingly, this Queen of Swords, she has this is you in the deck, but the energy surrounding you is the Knight of Swords. So things could be moving, like this is a really quick mercurial mind. This queen is like, I've got all these ideas, I want to make them be happening. I could have a gazillion ideas on a gazillion things on the run here. And the Two of Pentacles is like, oh, I'm juggling all these things. How am I going to make them all happen? So this queen, again, wants to send her knight out. There's just so much going on inside your mind now. And it's just like, how do I organize all this into something coherent so I know what to prioritize and focus on, and I know the correct aligned path for me? Because it seems like there's a lot of work here for you, Sagittarius. And it's like, I just need to go through and process and filter out everything so that I can get on the right page with it, quite literally. And once you do, that's when it's like, okay, now I can see the one thing I'm really supposed to be focusing on and prioritizing here. Now I understand that. And now I understand that even though I was like going, oh, I've got a gazillion things on my plate or a gazillion ideas on my plate, once I understand what this idea actually can mean to me in my life, and this understanding can mean, then it's like I'm ready to dedicate myself to that, and I'm ready to put in the work and seeing that it can bring freedom further down the track. But it's almost, it's interesting. So in your conscious, hopes and fears is the Emperor. And this is about just wanting to step into your power. But this is like where it feels like there's, they keep getting this very Saturnian energy. It's like Saturn is like the strict teacher that knows what's good for you. And it's like, I want to go out and play and explore all these other things. And it goes, no, it's an authority energy of like, it feels like there's an authority around that that almost feels like you could go down the path of feeling disempowered. Like I feel like I'm being really squashed and crunched into this one path in this one direction. Everything feels like it's being really just condensed into this, like I've tried that way, it didn't work. I tried that way, it didn't work. And the only way I can go is this way. And I feel like there's some sort of power that is kind of making me go this way. So it might feel really disempowered, but it's also surrendering the idea to the fact that this teacher energy that's around with Saturn, sort of like the strict teacher, might actually have your best interests at heart and might actually be guiding you to the right path. So it feels very much like, yeah, it's like you're battling this kind of outer force, but at the same time trying to step into your power with it. Like, how do I do that? So the final outcome is fantastic. We have the Two of Cups, the Chariot, and the Six of Wands, which is really great. The Two of Cups is about a relationship, a one-on-one relationship here. And the Chariot is that Cancerian energy of I'm driving something forward. So there's someone around you as well that you're connecting to with this. This all feels solo to me. Like up until that point, it felt like, I'm struggling a little bit with how this is moving forward. But the outcome is there is somebody here by your side that can either support you, be your cheerleader, understand you, connect with you, help you drive something forward, help you overcome obstacles, help you get determined. And so that might in itself feel really validating. Like I feel really seen by this person. I feel like this is going to move into success because this energy, this person is around. It's like a one-on-one connection. It could even be a guide for some of you, but it feels very much almost like on the human realm for me. So definitely feels like there's something successful. If you are in a partnership and you're trying to do something, like the Ace of Pentacles could be buying a new house, or one of you is trying to start a new job, or you're trying to renovate a home, or you're trying to just, find a new cycle within your relationship. Maybe you're moving in together, or maybe you're starting it. But whatever it is, this is where it's like you come together and you can move forward, and it feels like you're stepping into success with the focus and determination of the Chariot card, which is what this Eight of Wands was as the situation. But the Chariot is a stronger energy. So it's like suddenly all these forces that felt like they were heading in the different direction, these two sphinxes, were kind of going, being pulled this way and that way, and it's not making sense. I want to do this and I'm being pulled this way, and I don't know if I want to do that. And whatever that is, it's like you're pulling all these forces into one aligned path and getting really determined and focused and moving forward into success. So it is requiring an alignment and a little bit of effort, like you're kind of fighting against yourself in a way, or your own perception of what it is that you want or need. But the universe is bringing you what you need, not necessarily what you think you need or what you want inside your mind. Or there might be just a shift of understanding. And as soon as you go, yes, this is what I need and it will bring me what I want, then you'll be like, okay, yes, all stations go with it. So we have as an overall energy the Five of Swords, which is the card of conflict, inner conflict, conflict with somebody else. And just understand with this energy, there might be a little bit of conflict around, but you get through it, you move through it. It's not super fast or easy energy to move through. It feels like it's a denser energy, but you can do it. It's really, once you do it, the rewards, it's like there's something really solid and strong, like some really good foundations on the other side of it that maybe you might not have reached that point if you'd kind of approached it in a different way. So there's value in the way that this is moving forward very densely and slowly. And it's about understanding and finding that value. So we have as your affirmation card, I forgive myself. As I forgive myself, I leave behind all feelings of not being good enough, and I am free to love myself. Beautiful, because we are seeing it ended with that beautiful Six of Wands, which is the card of validation, the card of moving forward. And that is also the card of Leo. And like I mentioned, once you start getting to Leo season, things are going to feel like they're moving forward now. So, and interestingly, the Chariot is Cancer and the Six of Wands is Leo. So it might be kind of when Cancer meets Leo on the cusp of that you're starting to really feel like, oh, okay, this is coming together. It's time to step into success with this. So let's see. And this could be a really great time if you are trying to complete something and you want to put some sort of new offering out or something like that. That also could be a good time. So look at your charm is the elephant. Doesn't surprise me. Big steps. Absolutely big, strong steps. You need to be the elephant with this energy. overcoming obstacles, being really strong. But the elephant steps into it. Each big step takes it closer to abundance as it aligns to its spiritual path. And there's celebration around that. And there's also a history with the elephant. You know, elephants have got a really long memory. So there's something like, what I'm feeling is that you're bringing your memories with you. Each step feels like a big, heavy step because you're the elephant. But at the same time, you're taking these huge strides. And the memories of the past is actually making up who you are. And that part of that is coming with you. That is really important, that all of you is coming with this, the bigger part of you. And so this is where if there's something that you need to forgive from the past, or you're kind of struggling with this and you go down the wrong path, or whatever it is that you need to forgive here, it really is this sense of what I feel with the elephant is that it's like all parts of you need to feel like in alignment and accepted. Like it's this big, strong energy, like taking up more space in the world. And that is, that's your reading. So that's your reading, Sagittarius. I'm going to take it over to the extended reading now. If you would like more messages and like to explore this further into the future, we can see that by this something coming into focus determination. You've got someone or an energy by your side supporting you here. You're stepping into success. Let's see where that's all going. And it feels, again, this is the hero's journey, the hero's return with the Six of Wands. It's being seen and feeling validated through being seen. So let's see where this all goes in the extended. I'd love it if you come over. The link is in the description box below. Usually pin the link to the comments as well. And please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. Sagittarius, love to hear what's going on for you. And all of that helps with the growth of the channel. And please take care.